Right, let's be honest, there is nothing, and I mean nothing, more exciting than a proper fight. Not two blokes arguing in a pub. I'm talking about a real high-stakes battle between giants: Ford, Ferrari, Ali, Frazier. But today, the greatest fight on Earth isn't on the ground at all. It's happening miles above our heads in the cold, thin air where angels fear to tread. This is the ultimate showdown, a technological war for the very soul of air combat: ideas, engineering genius, some national pride, and it is absolutely brilliant. To understand the F-35, you have to understand America. It's a country that doesn't do things by half measures. If they're going to build a fighter jet, they're going to build the most ambitious, most technologically packed, most everything jet the world has ever seen. What if one aeroplane could do everything? Replace the F-16, the F-A-18, even the Harrier. One jet to rule them all. That's the promise of the F-35 Lightning II. The main selling point, the headline act, is stealth. Its special shape and radar-absorbent skin are supposed to make it nearly invisible to enemy defense systems. It can sneak into hostile territory, see everything with its godlike sensors, and then either blow things up itself or tell its less stealthy friends where the targets are, all before the enemy even knows it's there. It has a helmet that costs more than a Ferrari, allowing the pilot to see through the floor of the plane. It is without a doubt a stunning piece of engineering, but this colossal ambition comes with a colossal price tag. So the F-35 is the king. Now let's travel to Sweden. Forests, lakes, a deep-seated belief in doing things logically and efficiently. The Swedes looked at modern air defense and reached a very different conclusion. They didn't have America's bottomless pockets, a long, tricky border to defend, a history of needing to be self-reliant. They couldn't afford a trillion-dollar fighter program, so they built something different, the Saab Gripen. The name Gripen means the griffin, body of a lion, head of an eagle, a perfect name for a machine both powerful and incredibly sharp. The Gripen philosophy: be smart, not just strong, not stealth like the F-35. It can't vanish from radar completely. Instead, it's built to be hard to find and even harder to fight. Small, agile. One of the most advanced electronic warfare systems in the world. Let's talk about the one thing that generals hate to admit and politicians hate to admit is the most important factor in any war: money. You can have the best jet in the world, but if you can only afford to buy a handful and can't afford to fly them, what's the point? It's like having a world-class football striker who you can only afford to play for 5 minutes per game. This is where the fight between the Gripen and the F-35 gets really interesting. It's not just a dogfight in the sky, it's a battle on the balance sheets. And in this battle, the Gripen is delivering a knockout blow. The F-35, as we've established, is stupendously expensive. A single jet costs upwards of $80 million, and the real killer is the cost per flying hour. Depending on who you ask, it's somewhere between $36,000 and $44,000 every single hour. Think about that. Now look at the Gripen, $4,700. For years, the Americans have been telling the world one thing: stealth is the future. If you're not stealthy, you're a dinosaur. The F-35 was built around one central idea: to be the invisible hunter. But here in 2025, the world is waking up. Maybe the magic trick is losing power. Low-frequency, long-wavelength radars can detect the presence of stealth aircraft, even without a precise lock, like seeing a submarine's wake on the surface. Russia and China are pouring billions into these systems. The F-35's invisibility cloak is less reliable. Enter Gripen's different approach. Suddenly clever. The Gripen isn't invisible, but it's discreet. It has a smaller radar cross-section than older jets like the F-16. Its real defense is its brain. The Gripen E has a revolutionary electronic warfare suite. It can detect incoming radar signals, it can analyze them, it can actively jam them. It can even fire back decoy signals to fake an entire squadron. An active defense, not a passive one. Beyond the argument about stealth, there is a deeper technological battle being waged inside the computers of these jets. A modern fighter is more of a flying data center than a simple aeroplane. Its ability to gather information, process information, and share it is what gives it a winning edge. This is where the F-35 has always claimed to be the undisputed king. Its system is called ALICE, the jet's central nervous system, connecting it to a global logistics network. The problem is, it's unbelievably complex. Bugs and vulnerabilities followed. Updates are slow and incredibly expensive. Allied nations who buy the F-35 have little control over their own aircraft's data. Saab looked at this and decided on a simpler, better way. The Gripen E is built with a federated architecture. Imagine your computer, flight-critical systems separate from mission systems. You can update mission software, add weapons or sensors without retesting the flight system. Faster, cheaper, more flexible. For all the talk of technology, we must never forget the most important component in any fighter jet, the human being sitting in the cockpit. Their skill, their courage, their connection to their machine can be the difference between victory and defeat. When you talk to pilots, you hear two very different stories, the F-35 and the Gripen. The F-35 pilot often feels like a system manager. The jet thinks so much for you. A Gripen pilot often speaks of a machine that responds to skill, nimble, responsive, intuitive. It feels like an extension of your body. You are dancing with a partner. There is an emotional bond, pride, ownership, affection. This is the human story at the heart of the rivalry. Choosing the F-35 is choosing a system. Choosing the Gripen is choosing a tool. A statement of confidence in their pilots, their technicians, and their ability to think for themselves. A choice that puts the human back at the center of air combat. In an ever more automated world, that is a powerful, deeply emotional decision to make. The history books are filled with stories of the underdog winning against impossible odds. David beating Goliath. The Battle of Britain. In the world of fighter jet competitions, the same drama is playing out. For years, the F-35 seemed unstoppable. But then the unthinkable started to happen. The little Swedish jet started winning. One of the most famous examples came from Brazil. The Brazilian Air Force needed a new fighter. The competition was fierce. America offered the Super Hornet, France offered the Rafale, Sweden offered the Gripen. They ran a brutally honest, technically focused evaluation. After years of testing, they announced the winner, the Gripen. They said it won on performance, technology transfer, and lifetime cost. In exercises like Red Flag, stories leak out. Gripens flown by Swedish pilots have achieved stunning results against superior aircraft. They proved a smart pilot in a flexible jet can outwit a pilot relying purely on technology. Each Gripen win is a vote for pragmatism over hype. So here we are in 2025. The sky is filled with the roar of these incredible machines, and the rivalry between the American giant and the Swedish genius has never been more intense. The F-35 is a technological marvel, a symbol of overwhelming power. But the Gripen has exposed its weakness, not in engineering, but in philosophy. It has shown that being clever can be better than being rich. Being adaptable can be better than being invisible. This isn't just about two aeroplanes, it's about the future. For decades, the path seemed set, more expensive, more complex, more powerful. The Gripen offers a different road, a machine for today and for tomorrow. Smart, efficient, affordable systems let more nations defend themselves. A future where the pilot's skill is still the most valuable weapon. Less about a few superpowers, more about balanced defense. The real reason the Gripen is beating the F-35 is not found on a spec sheet. It's an idea that common sense is still a superpower. And thanks to a small, sensible country and their brilliant little jet, that future looks a lot more hopeful than we thought.